Hello and welcome to liveconfident.com. And in today's live stream, I want to talk to you about procrastination and what is stopping you from reaching your goals. And I think I have the answer for most people. But in the last live stream, we talked about the North Star Dreammapper, which is a tool for actually mapping out your goals and your dreams, converting your dream into an actual realizable goal, and then defining the steps from where you are today to the goal and how you actually reach it and what you do to get there. And maybe that's the only thing that's ever been stopping you all along, is knowing which direction to go in, or actually just clarifying your goal so you know where to aim, or just defining the first step. What's the first step that you need to take to actually get moving, to actually reach that goal? Because for some people, actually getting moving in the first place is the hardest thing in the world to do, even when the goal is such a big payoff for you. And that leads me to my first question really in this live stream. And that question is this: what are you best at? Starting things, like starting a new project, a new goal, changing things as you go along, or finishing that project, stopping it and actually coming to a conclusion. So what are you best at? Starting things, changing things, or finishing things? And as you think about that for a moment, let me continue. Because we ended the last live stream, the North Star Dreammapper, on a question as well. And that question was, what is stopping you from taking the first step? And that leads me really neatly into the subject of this live stream. And I think for most people, and this is true for me too, I think the answer to that for the majority of people is self-belief. Self-worth and self-belief, I think they go hand in hand. If you don't have the self-belief to actually achieve that goal, I mean, it's a great thing to actually define it and build a picture of that goal and put clarity into it and know exactly what it is that you want to do. But when it comes to actually believing that you can achieve it, that's a whole different kettle of fish. Now let's say your dream it's a simple one. You want a family life and you want children in the future. You want a loving partner. Nothing wrong with that. I think a lot of people want that, a lot of people. But if you've been alone for the last few years, maybe longer, then your belief that that future is there for you, it's there on the plate waiting for you, that self-belief gets a little bit smaller year by year. And it gets a little bit harder to actually, talk to people or meet them in the first place and find that prospective future partner. And the longer it goes on, the lower your self-belief comes. And that is true in whatever your goal is. The longer that you are away from that goal, the further the distance or in time, the harder it gets and the lower your self-belief becomes. Now, as I say, self-belief goes hand in hand with self-worth. So if you have low self-belief, you have low self-worth as well. Especially if you're getting negative messages of coming in which have fed into shyness or social anxiety, and your self-worth is down there along with your self-belief. Now, if you've ever read Paul McKenna, he has a technique that he calls this the wealth thermometer, and we can adapt it for self-worth as well. The way the wealth thermometer works is that you define for yourself on the scale of this thermometer where your wealth lies, where your worth, your belief in your self-worth and your wealth lies. And it's basically this. let's say you have a job and you earn $10, €10, £10, 10 pesos, 10 rubles, whatever your local currency is, and you earn 10 of them per hour. Maybe that's the minimum wage in your country. Do you feel that you are worth that 10 per hour? Or do you feel that you're worthless and you don't even deserve that? You deserve nothing. You don't deserve to be paid anything. Or maybe you feel that 10 per hour does not represent you at all. Maybe you feel that you are worth a lot more than that. Let's say you're worth twice as much as what you are getting paid at the moment. So just imagine it right now. Your wage has just been doubled. So the next paycheck that comes through, you open it up, you have a look at it, and it's double what you were getting paid before. Let's say you was getting paid £2,000 per month. Now you just received your paycheck and it says £4,000. Do you feel that you are worth that? And this doesn't have to be related specifically to what you are doing in your life right now to earn a wage. This is about you and what you feel that you are worth.